The first Ghorman Massacre is also known as the Tarkin Massacre, and it occurred in 19 BBY, right after Revenge of the Sith and years before the events of Andor. Originally a Legends event, the Tarkin Massacre is named for Grand Moff Tarkin, who landed his cruiser atop peaceful Ghorman protesters and killed 500 of the planet's citizens. This atrocity was canonized in Andor Season 2, in which the monument to the fallen honors those who died in what was then known as the Ghorman Massacre. However, this event would later become known as the Tarkin Massacre to differentiate it from a second, bigger atrocity perpetrated by the Empire in 2 BBY. It is estimated that around 1,000 citizens died in the Ghorman Massacre depicted for the first time in Andor Season 2, Episode 8. Who are you? Prompted by increasing military activity on the planet, the Ghorman Front gathers thousands of citizens near the monument to the fallen in a massive protest against the Empire's construction plans. Under orders from Dedra Meero, an Imperial sniper secretly shoots one of their own in the crowd, prompting Imperial ground troopers to open fire on the protesters. And while many of them were armed and fought back, about 1,000 Ghorman citizens died in the bloodiest event in the planet's history, which was actually a trap laid by the Empire. In fact, Dedra manipulated the Ghorman resistance into stealing Imperial weapons, allowing them to be armed just in time for the massacre. The Empire needed a Ghorman insurrection to justify its next step to the galaxy, destroying the planet to mine its valuable kite. Director Krennic needs this kite to power the Death Star, and there's no other way to get it except to render Ghorman uninhabitable. So, the ISB not only armed the Ghorman Front, they also launched a media campaign to paint Ghormans as arrogant insurrectionists, laying the foundation for justifying the larger atrocity of mining the planet to death. However, the thousands who lost their lives in the Ghorman Massacre did not die in vain. Due to Senator Mon Mothma's rebel connections, she was well aware of how the Empire orchestrated the Ghorman Massacre. She openly spoke out against Emperor Palpatine at the Galactic Senate before being whisked off by Cassian Andor to safety at Yavin. There, in the Star Wars timeline, these events are followed by Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 18, Secret Cargo, where Mon Mothma specifically cites the Ghorman Massacre as her reason for joining the rebellion. After Mothma declared public support for the budding Rebel Alliance, countless citizens dissatisfied with the Empire's rule joined the Rebel ranks. But wait, there's one more thing you need to know about this pivotal event in the Galactic Civil War. After finding out that his lover, Dedra, manipulated him into supporting a mining venture, Syril Karn joined the crowd of protesters gathered on that fateful day. Amid the chaos, Syril attacks Cassian Andor. But when Syril hesitates to fire, he is killed by Carol Rulans, the leader of the Ghorman Front. In its depiction of the Ghorman Massacre, Andor also ends the epic journey of Syril Karn, arguably the most tragic example of how the Empire can break and betray even its most loyal servants.